Hello, Catamounts. My name is Alexander Hoffman, and this is Chats with Cats presented by WeTV. In this series, we will be interviewing some of our amazing student athletes here at Western Carolina University. Today, we have Kamdyn Anderson of our cheer team. How are you, Kamdyn?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. Nice to have you back for a second time. So, if you don't mind, go ahead and please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do on our cheer team.
My name's Kamdyn Anderson, and I'm a flyer on the cheer team.
If you don't mind, could you share a memorable moment from your athletics career cheering at Western?
One that was recently was the NC State game, because everyone thought we were going to lose automatically, and then we actually showed up and played really good, and it was just fun.
Yeah, that was really exciting to kind of just monitor the score throughout.
Yeah.
Obviously, not all of us were able to make our way out to Raleigh, but still really good to see us keep the lead for 3 quarters.
Yeah, it was a really fun game.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like it. What keeps you motivated to get up and keep cheering throughout both football and basketball seasons?
So in April, we compete in Daytona in the college nationals, and so I think just knowing that that's at the end of it just keeps us going. And wanting to keep coming back.
Yeah, and I kind of talked to you about this last time as well, but one of the themes of the Chats with Cats interviews has come to be the family feel inside of the team. So how do you say that kind of affects you as the summer is going on and you're getting started for the seasons again?
So I live with all cheerleaders. My 4 roommates are all cheerleaders. And so I think just spending time with them, and then the rest of our team's also really close. And so just seeing them over the summer and then coming into practice and being with them every day, just, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely something really helpful.
Yeah, for sure. And then going home after practice and getting the debrief after everything and all the games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of moving on from the more athletics and cheer focus to the more student focus, because this is about you as a student, not just student athlete. So what are you studying and what made you choose that major?
I'm a psychology major, and I want to be a counselor for elementary schools. And so, I don't know, just working with kids. I've always wanted to work with kids. And so that's why I chose psychology.
So would you say that grad school is probably in the plans then?
For sure. Yeah.
How would you say you manage your time between academics and cheer?
This year we have a new coach, and so it's a lot more relaxed than it was last year. And she also wants our main focus to be academics first. And so I feel like that made it easier knowing that she's always there to help us with class, not just cheer.
Definitely really helpful. And beyond just the managing time thing, what are some challenges you face as a student athlete, and how do you overcome those?
For cheerleading, one of the biggest challenges is body image, because the stereotypical cheerleader is really skinny, really fit, and they're tiny, they're getting thrown up by these big guys. But we're an all-girl team, so it's a little bit different. And then, I don't know, it's not the standard, I feel or what people consider to be the standard, just moving past that.
Yeah, I feel like that's not something a lot of people really think about from the outside.
Yeah.
So it's good to have that perspective too. And how would you say that being a student athlete has shaped your college experience?
I think just the people really, coming in freshman year, I already had a group of 30 people that I knew and that I was hanging out with. So, I wasn't scared coming into college. And then I know I always had them to fall back on through everything.
Yeah, I think that's something that is very helpful with our athletics, is having those people beforehand.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people might come into Western or any university with knowing nobody.
Yeah.
And so having those people to rely on is really good. So moving on from that section onto our lightning round, just some short little questions with some short little answers from you. So what is your favorite class at Western so far?
Last year I took a cognitive psychology class, and I feel like that's the most memorable class for me.
Do you have any pregame rituals or superstitions?
Superstition is I tie my shoes as tight as they'll go, because it just makes me feel safer in the air. I don't know.
Interesting. Do you guys have any team-wide superstitions or anything?
Not really. I don't think so.
Okay. Do you have a favorite sports team outside of Western?
I like Chapel Hill a lot. Their basketball team. Me and my family are big Carolina fans.
Shout out UNC Chapel Hill. And what is your favorite post-game meal?
LPAP.
I feel like a lot of people.
Yeah.
But last question, kind of to tie everything together, what is the best advice you've received as a student athlete? And kind of in turn, what advice would you give to an incoming student athlete?
My mom, she, like, going with burnout and everything, my mom always reminded me that God put this dream in your heart for a reason and you're here for a reason. And so just remembering that anytime I, like, don't want to do it anymore. And then I would just say that to incoming freshmen, like, don't give up, especially freshman year, it's the hardest. But after that, it's a lot more fun and you kind of know what you're doing. And so, yeah.
Good advice. So thank you for coming back to the studio again, Kamdyn. It was great to have you back.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We'll see you next time, and go Cats.